Namaste, Jai Ganesha, Jai Bhairav, Jai Maa Kali. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. So after the Homa video, the next two steps are tarpanam and marjanam. These are optional. If you want to do it, you can do it. Tarpana is the third part of the Puruscharana and marjana is the fifth part. So basically whatever Homa counts you have done, let's just say you have done 100 ahutis in Homa, you do 10% of Homa ahutis in tarpana. So basically that becomes 10. And what about marjana? Marjana you do 10% of tarpana. So basically if you are doing 10 tarpana, you do 1 marjana. Okay. Exactly how to do tarpana and marjana I will be showing, but this is just a general knowledge. You basically start from japa, whatever japa you have done. Out of that 10% you do Homa. Out of the 10% Homa you do tarpana. And out of that 10% tarpana you do marjana. And out of the 10% marjana you do bhojana. Okay. And so required ingredients. It's best if you have a bhairav yantra to do tarpana and marjana. But I have Shivalinga. You can also use bhairav murti. Okay. And this will be used for marjana, and a plate will be kept in front of Shivalinga. This is for tarpana. Okay. And for tarpana I have taken fresh water. If you have Ganga Jal, you can use Ganga Jal, or you can invoke holy rivers with the mantra. Okay. And then there is another vessel. This is for marjana process. For marjana process I have red flower, okay, in the patra to do marjana. Okay. So this is the brief setup of tarpana and marjana. Let's first do the tarpana. Let's assume our tarpana count is 10. Okay. You make the chin mudra. Okay. You have to let the water flow through your middle and ring fingers. Okay. So you take water from the patra with left hand. Okay. In front of bhairava yantra or Shivalinga, you do tarpana in the plate. Let's just say if you have a yantra, what you do is you place the yantra in the plate. Okay, and you do tarpana on top of the yantra. Because we do not have yantra, we will be doing tarpana in a plate in front of either Shivalinga or Bhairava Murti. Okay. So 10 tarpanams. Okay. Om Bhairavaya Namaha Shri Padukam Tarpayami. 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 Like that we do 10 tarpans. Okay. Once you do tarpana, next step is marjana. For doing tarpana, you can slightly modify the ingredient of the water. In the sense, let's just say we are doing tarpanam to the Devi. You add kumkum in the water. Okay. So you will be doing tarpanam with red water, red colored water. If you are doing tarpanam for Shiva or Bhairava, you add little bit of scent. I have added jihwadu podi, jihwadu powder, okay, and I have added pachakarpuram, a pinch of pachakarpuram, okay, that creates a nice scent. So you do tarpanam like that to either Shiva or Bhairava. So once the tarpanam is done, next step is marjanam. Okay. Since our tarpanam count is 10, we will be only doing 1 marjanam. Marjanam is nothing but doing abhishekam with the mantra you have performed Homa. So our mantra is Om Bhairavaya Namaha. You add marjayami to the mantra. Om Bhairavaya Namaha marjayami. And you do abhisheka. Okay. It's one way of doing marjana. The second alternative way of doing marjana is take a flower and while saying the mantra, you sprinkle the water to the Shivalinga or Bhairava yantra, or if you do not have Shivalinga and Bhairava yantra, you can do in front of the Homagunda or to the Homagunda also. But we will be using method 1 or 2, which is do marjana, that is abhishekam. Okay. Om Bhairavaya Namaha Marjayami. Okay. Since our count is very less, we have only done marjanam once. Okay. Alternatively, second method is you just take a flower. Om Bhairavaya Namaha Marjayami. Sprinkle. Okay. That completes the marjana process. Based on your counts, you basically adjust how many times you need to do tarpanam and how many times you have to do marjanam. Okay. And here is where yantra is most useful. If you are doing tarpanam and marjanam with the help of a yantra, the yantra will get charged very quickly and you can keep that yantra in your puja altar. Okay. So once the third and fourth parts of Homa are done, fifth part consists of Bojanam. So whatever marjanam you have done, you do 10% of it. Just for the example's sake, let's just say we are doing a very big Homa. We have done 100 marjanams. So you feed 10 sadhaks or 10 brahmins. If you can find the sadhaks of the mantra that you are performing, that's even better. Okay. You basically feed them, you give some amount of dakshina to them. Why dakshina? Because dakshina helps those particular 10 sadhaks or brahmins to be able to afford their sadhana, afford their homas, or maybe that money will be useful for them to eat or etc. So you can give some amount of dakshina. Okay, you can, if you have a guru, you can also give dakshina to that particular guru also. After you have done the Puruscharana process, before you do Puruscharana process, you take blessings of deities, you take blessings of guru. Okay, once the Puruscharana is done, you go again and see the guru if you can meet them physically, and then again you take blessings of the guru and you feed the guru. Okay, you give some clothes or something like that to the guru, and then you give some dakshina if you can afford. If you cannot afford, what you can do is you can light a diya, okay, in the name of guru, and offer that diya for guru, whatever the benefits, etc. You can also manasikally offer mantra dakshina, like take a sankalpam and do 108 chants, and then offer those 108 chants to the feet of the guru. That way you are practicing gratitude to the universe, to the guru himself, to the mantra and etc. So this way, when you do mantra sadhana this particular way, like you are doing puja, japa, homa, tarpana, marjana, bojana and guru dakshina and etc. This completes the mantra sadhana process, and there is a very high chance of getting mantra siddhi or even devata darshan also. But to get devata darshan, you have to perform this process at least for 40 days. Okay, at least for 40 days. Even that, it's not guaranteed. Okay, because you have to maintain celibacy and all that stuff. You have to stay away from using bad words. There's a lot of stuff that can cause hindrance in your sadhana, so you may not get darshan. But if you follow this for 40 days, every day you do japa, homa, tarpana, marjana, bojana. Bojana you can do all at once at the end of the Puruscharana process. If you do the sadhana like this, there is a very high chance of mantra siddhi, there is a very high chance of some form of experience of bhairava. Either it can be dream or it can be physical darshan of bhairava, or it can lead you to finding an excellent capable guru or something like that. Okay. So I hope all of you have understood these series on japa, homa, tarpana, marjana, bojana and etc. I wish you all a very happy Kalabhairava jayanti. Jai Bhairav, Jai Maa.